Hey everyone, Luke here with the Knee Replacement Therapist. In this episode of the Knee to Know Show, I'm going to go over 5 simple yoga poses that you can use as part of your rehab and recovery after knee replacement surgery. Before I jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you can catch all of our latest videos related to knee replacement surgery. So these are 5 relatively simple poses. I'm in no way a yogi or a yoga instructor. So you're going to kind of get a little bit of my, just how I kind of explain these to patients and clients, and it might not all be in tune with what you might hear from different instructors. But yoga is great for your balance, your stability, your strength, all sorts of benefits. So let's get into it. So the first one we're going to do is the mountain pose. And for this one you can have your feet about shoulder width apart to start if you'd like, or if you feel comfortable, try to bring both your feet and legs together as best you can. Now this one is all about kind of finding your center, finding your balance, your posture, and so you're just going to hold this position, and I like to have my arms out and I put my palms facing up this way. You can have them down at your side, just kind of relaxed, but I like to put them so my palms are facing out in front of me. And you want to think about first is just through your feet and your legs is keeping your knees as nice and straight, but not locking them. You want a little bit of bend, kind of a relaxed position, but straight as well. And you want to have a good upright posture of your back and your spine. You can take your shoulders and kind of roll them backward and have that little bit of a squeeze and contraction of your shoulder blades. So having your shoulders up. And then also think about your head and neck. You don't want it jutting forward. We want it up, trying to get as best the alignment of your ears through your shoulders throughout your entire body. And from this position, I just like to have people try to find your center of mass and make sure you have good center of mass and your body weight over your base of support of your feet as equally as you can. So both right to left side, as well as weight through your heels, as well as through the balls of your feet. Nice and equally balanced. Standing up nice and tall, good posture. And just spending some time in this position, finding your center, finding your stability, your balance. And from here, there's a lot of different poses you can go to from here, but we'll just stick with the mountain pose for now. So the next pose we're going to do is Warrior One. And this is kind of my variation of it, so bear with me. But you can start with your legs nice and spread, side to side as wide as you feel comfortable and can get them. And let's just go to the right, and you're just going to take that front foot and it's going to point forward. You're going to twist the hips. Now if you feel comfortable, you can keep that back foot kind of pointed a little bit out at an angle. So kind of forward, kind of to the side. And you really just want to rotate your hips. This is a good one to stretch out the hips and try to face the front foot. And if that feels a little uncomfortable, you can just come in and rotate that back leg so your toes are both pointing in the same direction as well. And then you really want to try to bring your weight, shift your weight forward toward that front leg, toward that front knee. Now you'll feel a little bit of the muscles working in the front leg. You'll also feel some stretch through your calf, through your hamstring on the back leg as well. So again, you're going to be nice wide stance. Let that one foot rotate, the one that's going to be in front. A little bit of a rotation of the back leg, or you can rotate it all the way if that's more comfortable. And then again, just trying to shift your weight forward, shift your hips forward, to feel that stretch. We're not trying to arch the back excessively. You can add that in if it feels comfortable, but really we're trying to shift the weight, shift the hips forward and the weight on the front part of your the front leg, and also feel that stretch on the back leg as well. Alright, and now I'm going to show you Warrior Two pose. Again, the easiest way I find to instruct my clients is start with your legs as wide as you feel comfortable and as wide as you can get them. Then the leg that's going to be your lead leg, you're going to rotate that one. Again, leaning into that forward leg. The back one, Again, a little bit on that angle or facing in front, or you can turn it all the way if that feels a little more comfortable. Now your arms are going to be up, and you're going to lean a little bit forward onto that front leg again, and you're just going to look forward toward the fingertips of the hand in front of you. Try not to lean too far forward or backward. You want a nice upright torso as you do this. Again, you'll feel that strengthening and that stability and balance needed through both legs, but also predominantly in the front leg. And you'll feel a little bit of that stretch and opening up of the hips and the legs as well. With all these, we recommend doing both sides. To get the different benefits from both the front leg and the back leg. The next pose is going to be the tree pose. So this is probably one that a lot of you know about. So if you can, one of the ways to get into the position is to kind of bring your leg up in front of you, bring it out to the side, and then come in. Now, for the advanced yogis out there, if you can get your leg up here onto your thigh, your foot onto your thigh, that's very good. I can't even do that. For you folks with knee replacements, it's going to be a lot easier. Let's try that lower leg, get it onto the calf there. And this is all again about your balance, your stability. So really try to open up that hip as much as you possibly can, keeping that foot on the calf or on the thigh if you can. You can bring your hands to the center. Again, trying to engage those abdominal muscles. Try not to let yourself tip or tilt. And and then just finding your center and holding this position and holding this stability, working on your balance, working on your core activation, working on your good posture, shoulders back, neck in a good alignment. The last pose we're going to show you is the standing forward bend. So with this one, you can keep your feet about hip width apart, nice base of support through both sides. And the key with this exercise is we're not trying to curl our back down and just reach for our toes. We actually want to keep a good, neutral, relatively straight spinal position, and we want to hinge at our hips. So if you think about it, putting your hands on your hip bones and bending or hinging at those hip bones and coming, and find the spot where as far as you can go while keeping your hips or keeping your back and your spine in a relatively neutral position. Maybe this is as far as you can go, and you can bring your hands to about your knees. Maybe you can go a little bit further. I can go to about here before I start to bend. And find that spot before your spine starts to bend where you're still maintaining that hinging of the hips. Come down, hold it for a few seconds, and then slowly maintain that good neutral spine as you come back up into a standing position. If you want, you can start in a mountain pose, maybe with your feet a little bit apart. Come down as far as you can while maintaining a good straight back, and then slowly come back up. This is, of course, very good for stretching of your hamstrings, but also working on a very functional movement of the hip hinge technique. So that has been 5 different yoga poses with some nuances of how I might instruct someone after a knee replacement surgery on some different ways that you can do them effectively at a beginner level. I hope you found this video insightful and useful. If you have any other poses or advice for people who do yoga or want to do yoga after surgery, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. As always, please hit that like button so we can spread this video to other viewers who may benefit. And I thank you very much for watching.